Welcome all to Chasing Tents. My name is Abby. Thank you so much for joining me in this very wet, windy and cold, 9 degrees cold, Cadwell Park. It is absolutely stunning as always. Beautiful circuit, absolutely stunning surroundings. However, you know, you don't expect these kind of temperatures in June. I am here with a fantastic social media track day group called Trackday Advice. They are on Facebook. Fantastic bunch of people. I think they've got the majority of the group. If not, they've not group, the whole track day. And they booked all the slots and everything, which is absolutely amazing and very impressive for a track day group. Anyhow, what I really wanted to do is, because it's really wet out there, I mean at the moment it's looking dry-ish, but the rain just stopped about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, while I was having my lovely Track Day Advice group sponsored cup of tea and BAP, which everyone had. So anyways, so what I really wanted to show you is bits and bobs of Cadwell Park. A lot of people love Cadwell Park. They want to be at Cadwell Park, but they are scared of Cadwell Park, not only because of the mountains, the mountain section, but also because they think, okay, there's no pits, there's no way to plug the tire warmers, there's no way to kind of, if the weather's like this, you know, if I haven't got a tent and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to show you everything and really kind of show the character of this place, and it will make it worthwhile. And I will also show some pointers why you shouldn't be so kind of scared of this track, you know, for a number of reasons. Okay, let me start from here. So actually, you know what? You come in from that side. So this is going to be a complete Cadwell guide, because I'm not out and not a lot of people are out at the moment, because conditions are mixed at the moment. If people have got wet tires, this is not the time to be on wet tires, and this is not the time to be on slick tires. So I think the people who are out at the moment are with road tires at the moment. Anyway, so let me just show you. So that is the entrance. I'll let the tannoy finish the announcement. So red group, which is my group, advanced group. I'm not going to do anything until lunchtime, after lunchtime. Anyways, so in the morning, I'll show you some clip from the morning. It was really wet in the morning. So you come in, there's a long drive, lovely twisty drive. You come in from there, and the first thing you actually come across is this portion. So this is where everyone camps. So on a BSB weekend, British Superbikes or any other race weekends, all of that campsite, all of that is completely occupied with trailers and cars. There are no pits, okay? There are no garages, I should say. So everyone has these 24MX, which are very popular, tents and canopies and vans and you name it, you know, they've got it. So you enter here and you've got this kind of paddock diner, which is closed on normal track day events. But let me move a bit forward and show you something totally different from the other side. I want to show you that side during lunchtime, but I'm going to show you this part, which a lot of people don't really focus on. So all these cars, you know, some of them belong to people who are on track days, but I think most of them belong to the No Limit staff who are here doing, you know, organizing the track day and stuff. But also that is the venue office. That is, if you remember my last Cadwell Park video, and also if you come here for your British Superbike and stuff like that, that's where you park all your motorbikes. Cars are there on the grass verge, and motorbikes get parked here. So, which is a good thing, because you know you want to be able to sometimes see your bike if you are diner. Final call, red group advanced. Final call for red group. Anyways, okay, so let's move this way. So this is where a lot of people sit and enjoy their brunches and lunches when the weather is good, not a day like this. So this side you've got toilets this side, and you've got toilets right at the end there as well. So here it's just a little bit about early history of Cadwell Park, Barry Sheen, you know, look at that mountain, look at that, look at these people, you know, fantastic racers who just really motocross their way through the mountain. You know, look at that, that's Red Arrows, BSB in 2014. Amazing historic track. I think one day I'll make a video of this track in terms of history and stuff. So a lot of sidecar racing happens here as well. So look at that, sidecar revival on the 6th or 7th of August 2022. So that is the venue office. This is where I got permission last time to make video on the mountain. Basically at lunchtime they allowed me to go on the mountain. Okay, so this is the portion I didn't show you in my last video because I just pointed at this place. So this is the scrutineering bay. So when you're racing here, this is where they check all the stuff, but the noise testing happens here in the morning, not in the bay. A lot of people were asking me after the first Cadwell Park video, if they do noise testing in the bay, will it not echo and you will fail your noise testing? No, that's not the case. The noise testing happens here, or it happens there in the open, which I'm going to show you now. Let's actually show you. I'm going to run and show you all these people. There you go. They've started to let them out. So that's what happens. You don't really have a pit. You have this kind of area where they let, oh my God, they're letting everyone out. No, they've stopped some. So this is how they let them out in groups. This is the area where you come through the trees, and I'll show you a video of that later. And this is where everyone gets together. That's those offices of those people, and they let them out. They let them, that's the instructors there. If you want to get some coaching, No Limits offer free coaching and stuff. I race with No Limits, so I have a bit of a soft spot for them. Okay, let's go to this side. All right, by the time they do a full lap, we'll be back. So I want to show you this side. So behind this office area, this is where all the briefing happens in the morning, you know, so, and that's the assembly area, and that's where they do sometimes, in the assembly area where all the bikes were parked, they also do noise testing sometimes. So I showcased this in a bit of a video footage last time. This is like basically all the old legends. So Freddie Frith, OBE, Mike Halewood, what a legend. Augustini, you know, Derek Chatterton, Phil Reed, Roger Clark, Barry Sheen, James Hunt, Ayrton Senna, Carl Fogarty, Peter Hickman. My goodness, he just won the Isle of Man senior, or superbike race actually, not senior, yesterday. So yeah, names of absolute stunning legends, and I really like the way they've done this. Rather than leaving these fence panels blank, they put some character to it, and this is where some kids can poke their faces into these bikes or these Formula One-ish looking cars. Oh, there's a bit of a playground area for the kids as well. This is a very interesting part. So it's been really wet, but there's a dry line forming. Okay, so that is the mountain there. I'll take you there in a minute. However, this is the area under the trees. So the whole track can be dry, bone dry, but this part, look at that. Look at him go. Anyhow, so this is the area under the trees. As you can tell, it's shiny. The tarmac is shiny. So that is, look at that, that is dry. I don't know if it captures well on the video, but that is damp. So under the trees, you can sometimes get leaves. I mean, that's very rare, but it's mostly wet on a day like this with mixed conditions. All right, let's go this way. This is where a lot of people stand and they admire your wheelies and stuff. Oh, there goes Martin Tonley from the Winning Inters YouTube channel. Great friend. He's under my, we are under one canopy today. So, so there you go. That's the straight. That's still got some rivers flowing. I don't know if the camera will capture it. I will try to focus. You see that? That is a river. So that is still kind of coming downwards. So areas of the track is still really, really wet. But this is where a lot of people stand and really admire the wheelies there. And you can see there's a wet patch as soon as the wheelie finishes. So I don't think anyone will be doing a mountain wheelie today. But yeah, look at that, damp, all the way damp there because it's under the trees. The sun doesn't get to it. It's always wet. So it's really careful if you're here in the wet. That's what you got to look out for. And all right, so these are the spectators. There's not many grandstands here, honestly. All right, lovely. No Limits, massive shout out. Sign on. Sign on has already happened. It's about 11:15 now. Okay, so this is the lovely cafe, and I love this because I don't know why I'm talking like I'm in a library, but look at that. I mean, that is just picture drift cars. You got the old cafe racers, you got the old Bentleys or ERA or whatever, and you've got the old Lotuses, and you got the BSB boys flying. You know, you got a mixture of everything, and you got pictures from all sorts of era sidecars. You know, you've got the Velocette, Norton, Ron Haslam, you know, great names. Gordon Jones in a car. My God, look at that. Look at that funny car. You know, so drifting, Augustini there. The barn corner, which is quite popular. Look at that, amazing. And look, a lot of car companies come here to do a bit of downforce testing and stuff, because you can really test a lot of downforce here, because the track is up and down, and it just makes a lot of sense. Look at that, they've put a lot of effort in this cafe. And this is, I mean, if you're not from the UK or you've never been to Cadwell Park, this is the Cadwell Park circuit, and that is the mountain section there, which is very popular. And yeah, lovely. And look at the names. I mean, look at the name, Gooseneck, you know, lovely. Okay, so some more, ignore the COVID style sign-on screens, which they have to do. So look at that, that is amazing. These are the old posters from back in the day. Sorry guys if this feels really long, but I really wanted to do a bit of a tour of Cadwell Park from this side. And again, where the bar is, you've got some iconic pictures, some tickets from back in the day, some stamps. So amazing stuff, amazing stuff. So hope you liked this part of the video. I know it was too long, I think about 12 minutes, but I really wanted to show you some crucial points and parts as a rider, what you should look out for on a damp day, and also as a spectator or someone who's never been here. It's not a scary track, it's a very humble, nice, down-to-earth track, because it's very welcoming. You know, it's not got the, you know, I remember the first time I went to Silverstone, that was my first track day, and looking at those massive grandstands and stuff like that, it can sometimes overpower things, and you know, people get scared of the mountain. You know, as long as you're sensible, you'll be fine. And if you watch my first ever video of Cadwell Park, I think I show how to take the mountain and stuff like that. Okay guys, I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, welcome back guys. Let me show you a great view of the mountain. Now, if you're here, don't go into that side, because that is unauthorized access and all sorts. This is where, and this is beautiful. Love that. I showed that a bit of that last time, but on a rainy day, it looks even more green and lush. This is where everyone parks up. 2 bikes, honestly, 2 bikes, all the way to there, and you go out. I mean, today it's not been that busy, because I think a lot of people are waiting. Like me, after lunchtime, they will probably head out. Okay, let's see. I know I've never been to the grandstand. So that is the other side of the toilet. You're gonna think every single track day he always shows the toilet. I have to. There was one toilet the other side by the office, and there's one here, but I tell you what, on a British Superbike weekend, this little tiny grandstand, and I love the agricultural feel of this track. Look, you know, this is just not even cobblestones, just your natural ground. Okay, so let me see. I've never been on this grandstand ever. You got to realize, guys, when I'm on a track day, even though I film a lot here and there, but I've got to do my own track stuff. So here we go. There's a guy with a leaf blower, so that's my mic job done and dusted. Look at that. I hope I can capture this. That Marshall post is in the way, but look at the beautiful, that is, okay, this is not part of the circuit. This is When you finish your lap, this is when you come in. But look at that. So these guys, no wheelie. Let me see if they wheelie. No wheelie. No wheelie. No wheelie. Come on, guys. No wheelie. Oh, it's probably 2 inches. Oh, that sounded loud. 2 inches of wheelie. But yeah, this is their, I would say, a very high demand grandstand. And that one actually. And that one, because they can really capture people doing a lovely wheelie. Here we go, we captured him again. That's Martin Thornley from Winning Into's YouTube channel. You must be thinking he advertises him a lot. I just like to say that all the time. There we go, there we go. At least we got one wheelie. And you know what, big up to CB500 riders. Ah, there you go, another Suzuki. That's a K7, I believe. So yeah, that is one way to enjoy a fantastic section of, I looked at the R6 guy thinking he's going to do a big wheelie, but no, anyways. But yeah, big up to the CB500 rider, best wheelie after 6-7 bikes. So yeah, guys, this is where you can really enjoy a nice wheelie. Let me show you the other side. Okay, welcome back, guys. Let me show you where everyone kind of camps up, really. So I was at the other side of the scrutineering bay. Now this side of the scrutineering bay is where like your early birds who come in first thing in the morning or maybe do an overnight stay, they stay here. And interest group are going out. Look at this. This is how they go all in that little section. Let me follow this guy. Look at that. There he goes. In that lovely section, and then they all assemble up where I showed you. RSVB Twin, massive shout out. A lot of the people in the group, if you see them waving, they I think this is a chap with a lovely wheelie. I think that's the chap who did a nice wheelie, if I remember or not remember. Okay, and these are the people who probably turn up here at around 7 in the morning, and they get the second ones. And then you get the late people like myself who are right at the back. Now normally it's busier than this, but I believe a lot of people probably didn't turn up because it's going to be wet and windy, you know, and I can understand. I'm racing at the end of the weekend and I will be the same. So this is the last side, the last group of people in this paddock. And everyone wants to say hello, which is nice. You know what, that bike I just filmed there, a red bike with number 23. Mostly red bikes with number 23 are the No Limits Endurance Stream from the British Army. I don't know if that's the chap. So yeah, this is the last part. Love the livery on this. Look at that. Valvoline. Look at that. Beautiful. I'll show all the bikes in the lunchtime video. But yeah, this is that you got 3 bays and there's plenty of space for a. Look at that. That's a Ford Mondeo estate with a double wheeled or double axle. What do you call them? Trailers. My mind's gone blank. And he's still got enough space. Look, in the front to park his bike maybe or something. So yeah, let me show you where I'm parked. So I came. Oh my God! I came about 9:20 in the morning. I lost the key of my old Audi Cabriolet, which is always parked in front of my garage, guarding the garage, with 10 locks in it. And yeah, this is me, my old crappy trailer. I say crappy trailer because it needs, look at that, it's still weeping of rust from last year, and I really need to, you know, I bought a 10-litre grime cleaner and I've done nothing with it. Inside is even horrible. Look at that, absolutely horrible. Indian blanket, made in South Korea actually. Saves your bike when it falls inside the trailer. I've had that happen to me twice. So massive thank you to a good friend Vic, who's sold me that overnight. I was at his house midnight last night, paying for that, and so we could park the guys' bikes. So yeah, this is me parked here nicely. I've actually, you're going to laugh at this, I've tied the poles So I've got a 2-litre bottle of lemonade in there. Honestly, not kidding. All right, you want to see Morrison's lemonade? I stopped at Morrison's on my way. A 2-litre bottle of Morrison's, okay, look at that. A lemonade, but then I've tied it to my alloy wheel so it doesn't fly away. I saw that, so someone else was doing it. And by the way, all right, let me show you a very funny footage of me and Martin spending like 20 minutes of just putting this up because we didn't know how to put it up, and we never knew it could extend. And that's really funny footage. I'll show you that now. Okay, welcome back, guys. So this is it. This is a gentleman here with I think he crashed his Triumph, but he's brought his old bike with the 80-year-old tires or 7-year-old tires. Brave him. And that's Martin's bike, and that's my bike. If you are wondering what happened to the rest of the 23, unfortunately, you might have seen it already. The crash at Donington a day before the race. So the bike, unfortunately, isn't looking as gleaming as it normally does. So yeah, a few issues there which I need to sort out, but what can you do? But on the other side, the bike is absolutely gleaming, brand new, so it looks pretty nice. And look at the color of the tires. Oh, look at the beautiful shade of purple. You know what, honestly guys, I've only probably got left a session or maybe 2-3 sessions max on this. Right hand side is looking really bleak. The left hand side is all right. That one is nearly gone. But yeah, this is it. Rain light, no use today because I'm not putting wets on. And guys, honestly, feel free to cuss me online, but I've got a race in 4 days time. And it was going to rain for the first 2 sessions, and now you can tell it's dry. I wasn't going to bring my wet on wheels today, just for 2 sessions. And I was late anyways, late massively. Oh no, look at that, another ambulance rescue. That is the 6th time in 3 sessions I've seen that. That is not good. But anyhow, guys, I'll catch you in a bit.
Bend that elbow.
There you go, guys. Still wet, but we got some track day coaching going on here by Martin Thornley. Once again from winning Inters, because he has definitely won Inters. And is giving some coaching to this chap. I think it's his 2nd track day ever, and on his 1st ever track day he binned it, his lovely Triumph. So he's bought this £1,000 old Honda. So yeah, a bit of coaching goes a long way.
And look this way.
There we go. That looks nice. Look at that. Every little helps. Every little helps.
First call, regroup lower. First call, regroup lower.
There we go. Novice group are going out. Well, the Chasing 10's tablecloth is out. First time this year. Not first time this year. I think I put that out on when we were racing in Silverstone. But yeah, this is like the 2nd track day for me. 1st track day, I crashed on the 1st proper session. This is the 2nd track day, and it's absolutely wet. It's even wet now. What time is it? It's 11:40 now, and things are looking quite damp. Just waiting to have things right. You know what? Let me give a massive shout out to AS Racing. Craig Thompson, great guy. Suspension setup, tire advice, tire fitting. Just a lovely lad. Lovely guy. Anytime I get stuck with some, even if I can't get hold of some tires, like SC3 compound, which is very popular at the moment, especially in endurance racing. He was, he can source some. Let me see if he's there, and we'll say a hello. We'll say a quick hello. There is his top assistant there, but he's missing. So I want to show you something which I really like. You know, I'm a bit of an old school guy. Honestly, I do a lot of cafe racer stuff. I do the Distinguished Gentleman Ride. I have a few old bikes, the old Honda, the old Suzuki, and the old Triumph Daytona. So I'm a bit of a retro guy, and this is the kind of stuff I absolutely love. Look at that. This is that a Ford Cortina? No, Lotus Cortina, I should say it really. No, that's not, that's something else. But look at that, have things changed? Look, okay, that picture, all right, that car, bikes, trailers, caravans, okay, and look at that, cars, bikes, trailers, caravans. Have things changed much? No, they haven't. Wow, look at that, fairings, bikes and fairings, you got Nortons, Velocette, old Honda, amazing. Look at this. This looks like a scrutineer. He's going to fail you on something, I bet you, on a race day. He definitely looks like a scrutineer. Look at that. There's the. Is that the Club 69 or Club 59 boys, rockers? They've come here to really show what they can do, rather than just racing from pub to pub with the jukebox on. But yeah, every single person in this picture tells a story. Every single person. It's just amazing. Look at this guy tinkering with this bike. Look at that. It's amazing. I stood there when I saw this for the first time. I stood there. Look at that. It's September 16th draw for a Lamborghini. There's a big poster at the back of it. So you could win a Lamborghini back in the day. September 16th. I don't know what year is that. All right. Look at that. That is a lower group. And that's a final call. And if you've never been to a track day and you are scared of the damp and you are a novice, this is the novice group, okay? All right, look at that. This is the novice group. And look at the styles of bikes they've got. They've got everything which you run on the road. Everything. You got Suzuki's new and old in the front, well, newish. Got a Triumph road bike. You got an R6, a K7 Suzuki. These are the novice people going out on super coursers. You got Metzlers, you got full wet super coursers in damp conditions. So if you've never been to Cadwell or you've never done your first track day, if these guys can do it, you can do it. Look at that, super courser. Metzler, that's a Metzler, that's a Metzler, that's a super courser. That's a, look at that, that's a Yamaha triple. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Absolutely fantastic. Just a bit of a motivation for people. That's one of the trainers getting ready. Look at that RC 390 with wet tires. Perfect bike for today's conditions. They've got two RC 390s, and on a Cadwell Park on a day like this, do you need anything more powerful than that? No, not really. I really hope this ambulance is not going out again, because I've seen it going out way too many times. Hope it's not a bit repetitive, guys, but I'm trying to show or say something different every time, not only to motivate people, but also to really show you a different picture, or the quirkiness or the historicness, if that's a word, of this venue. And I get a lot of questions saying, oh, Cadwell is a bit too much. No, I'm not ready for it yet. No, I don't want to do Cadwell as my first thing. Oh, by the way, these are showers. I never knew these are showers. I used to think, because there was a chimney on top of this, I used to think this is like a bit of a room for the guys to chill, the guys who manage all the kind of marshals and stuff. But these are showers. I never knew these are showers. So that LPG flame, so that probably heats the water for people to have a shower in. All right, guys. So yeah, this is what I was trying to say. I honestly, even though my channel, is 4,800 subscribers, something like that, small channel, but I still get a lot of questions from people saying, I don't want to do Cadwell as my first track day. I'm going to do something crazy. You saw those novice guys with all those bikes and super coaster tires in these damn conditions. I'm not out, I'm in the fast group, but these guys are. So if these guys can be out, you guys can come to Cadwell, enjoy it here. It's not a track which bites you hard unless you do something stupid. But yeah, good track. I'm getting out of breath. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, this is now 12:42, so 20 minutes to lunch, and yeah, as you can tell, even in the pits there is a dry line forming, and I've been told by lovely Martin Thornley, who's just put his slicks on, so that must be a good sign, that and he's rejoicing because he's had no problems fitting his front wheel. Not yet, yeah, not yet. I might have jinxed that, but yeah. So he's put slicks on. He's just been out on a session, and he says there's a permanent dry line at the moment.
Look, it's all chewing now.
Yeah, so basically it's starting to chew the wet tyre, and it's time to take that off. Anyhow, what I wanted to show you is, so decibels, okay? Now, I did not put a baffle on. So I've got a small baffle on the Krapovich. And I do not have a full system, and I have wired my what do you call it, that inner, oh my god, I've completely forgotten the name of that valve which opens the servo valve or something, whatever you call it. So yeah, just wanted to show you the how cold the tires are. It's so cold out there. So I'm getting 14-degree temperature on the front, and it's 14 at the back as well, or 16 at the back. And I've just been out and done a sound noise test, 103 decibels. Today is 105 decimal limit. But if you've got a Ducati, as always, Ducati people get preferential treatment. If you've got a Ducati, it's 107 decibels. But so I lodged a minor concern, not complaint, a concern, saying I'm also an Italian bike owner with a V4, and Ducati is also a V4. Why should my bike not get an extra 2 decibel complacency or something? Anyhow, so yeah, ignore the lap time, 1 minute 41.6. We're not going to go anywhere near that today. So yeah, it looks like it's dry, but look how cold things are. That is temperature from the inner inside of the wheel or tire, I should say, or you know, the space between the kind of air inside. Outside maybe even colder. Let me feel it. I've not put. Yeah, I bet you outside is even colder than 14 degrees, but that is what it says. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm really happy without the baffle. I got noise tested past 103 decibels. And guys, don't quote me on this, okay? Every bloody circuit somehow has a different. I mean, at Snetterton I'm 105. At Mallory I was 101. Here I'm 103. So I don't know. You know, it's just different things. Also, I've noticed it. You know, it pays dividends if you warm your bike up before, and you know, hopefully they don't park you next to a building or something like that, which they don't. You know, honestly, they do a good job. But yeah, really chuffed with that. Time to put the warmers on. Lunchtime will be in a bit, so I will show you some lunchtime footage. All right, guys, here is a very good point coming from Simon Crafer, a point which I don't adhere to ever, which is cleaning the bike. And if you clean the bike, you spot things like this. Look at that. Lovely Extreme Components rear sets with a Valtemoto foot peg because I had a crash. But look at that. Look at that. Just spotted that one of the Allen screws is missing. And this is why you should get into a good habit of cleaning your bike, because when you clean it, because our bikes don't go through MOT, and when you clean it regularly, you spot things like that. So I'm going to get this sorted now. So yeah, a bit of a lesson learned there, because I was just looking around. It's still not clean. Look at the brake dust. Look at the brake dust on the carbon wheel. So I've still not cleaned it, but stuff like this can be avoided if you clean your bike constantly. Constantly clean it, you know, before and after a track day. By the way, want to give a quick shout out to Stiffy. He just came. He's not doing the track day, but he came on this lovely BMW S1000 single R with a fantastic Akropovich, because he came and he said, my son watches your videos a lot and I watch your videos too. And he's not doing a track day, but he's come here to support his mate who's on this Honda. But yeah, nice to see people like that who don't even do track days much, but they still watch the videos relentlessly. It's amazing. Hello. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. So I've had the first session, which is the session after lunchtime. Unfortunately made a huge stupid mistake, okay, because the ground, and this is what I was going to tell people earlier, these constants, I've swore by them for many years, okay. I love them for like 4 or 5 years. I use them on track days, but when the ground is uneven, all right, they're not the best things, because I dropped the bike and I'm so gutted because a bit of fiberglass has come off from there. So yeah, not very happy with myself. I just lost the balance because it's just, the ground is this, like this. Anyhow, you know, had a decent session. Very rusty. There's damp patches on the main straight on the braking. So as you go upwards, I don't know what the name of that corner is, corner 1. Unfortunately, there was a few damp patches there, so no confidence there. What I was trying to do there is mainly use engine braking. I think that's where I was losing a lot of time. I don't know what I've done, probably about 1 minute 49, 1 minute 48, 1 minute 50, something like that, but so many damp patches, and also feeling really rusty. First session of the day, technically. So yeah, 2 more sessions to go. Hope it doesn't rain. If it's dry, I'm not chasing times today, chasing tenths, chasing seconds today actually. So not chasing that, but still, you know, you've got to have a benchmark. So as a lot of you know, I don't really do live lap timing, but you get an idea after doing a lot of track days what you're doing. So I've just checked the GoPro footage and I think it's around 149, 150. You know, it is what it is. From a 141 on a lovely sunny dry day, 142 consistent, 143 consistent. You know, it's I can't beat myself. 4 days, in 4 days I'm going to be racing, so I'm going to take it easy, honestly, and just enjoy the last 2 sessions. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Sorry guys, I forgot to actually show you the footage of the session after lunchtime, which I was just talking about. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some footage. I've not got the 360-degree camera on today. I just wanted less distractions. So and also I'm trying to experiment something that I always complain about, my i2M dash not working and stuff. And I'm thinking my i2M GPS sensor is at the same place where my 360-degree camera goes, on the tail of the bike. And I'm thinking, is the GPS of the 360-degree camera bothering the i2M GPS? So yeah, so at the moment everything looks all right. So I thought what I'll do is I'll show you the actual footage. Sorry, I'm just putting these ear things in my ears. And by the way, the keen viewers will see that I'm wearing an old school retro Dainese suit. My Alpine Stars is actually gone to Dainese guy to get repaired because I had that crash at Donington and I just wanted the suit to be pristine. It didn't have any big rips. I mean, the scrutineering at the endurance 5 hour race at Donington passed that suit, So there's no big issues with that suit, but I thought I'll get it sorted anyway. So here it is, a third last session after lunchtime, advanced group. Okay, welcome back guys. Recording this from the mobile phone. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Unfortunately the memory card is full. This is a bit sad. I think
green group lower, that's green group lower.
there's a guy in the novice group, unfortunately, after the mountain went straight into the wall or something, and he doesn't look very good at the moment. The ambulance went. Anyways, you know, unfortunately it is what it is. So let's talk about the session. Second last session. So that went pretty good actually. I've just timed it through the GoPro and stuff. It's a 1:45, so 5 seconds better than the first one, first session of the day, which is the session after lunchtime. 10:08. Okay, so muscle memory is very, very important, and I just wanted to throw a piece on that one. So session 1 for me, which was the session after lunchtime, was very, very scruffy. But as soon as you go on the second session of the day, your body starts to know what you're going to do, and everything just flowed beautifully, and then 5 seconds gain straight away. So never get put off if you had first session scruffy, second session scruffy, third or fourth session will go really well. I can tell you that, unless you get some people overtaking you really rudely, I would say. So yeah, have patience, have faith, should be all right. Hope you could hear me clearly, because I'm recording this on the mobile phone. I always get worried. So let's show you some laps from the second last session, and then I'm really looking forward to the last session and going home in one piece. Welcome back everyone, and welcome to the vlogging suite. And this is where I kind of edit the videos, and this is where I work as well for my daytime job, which is not YouTube, by the way. A lot of people think that's all I do. No, I've got a normal banking job, which I do. So what I want to do is show you something quite different. Now, I didn't record any footage at the end of the day there because I got very upset about something. I smashed something, not my bike, but I'll tell you something. I'll tell you that later on. But I want to show you one lap by Adam Shelton. Now, Adam was a instructor at the Ron Haslam School, and he's on a CB500 following a very powerful ZX10R 1000cc bike, okay? And he's on a CB500 and he's doing such an amazing job. And I was just watching the footage and I was just amazed, and I really want to show you this one lap. So he's following Baz. Baz is the group admin of the Trackday Advice UK group, along with fantastic Paul Denton, who's taken some stunning pictures, which we might see at the end of the video. But really want to show you this one lap. Is really amazing, talented riders, both of these, Baz and Adam. Have a look, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Welcome back, guys. You see, if you've got pace, if you've got true pace and you're talented, no matter what bike you've got, it truly shows. I mean, that video, I think is stunning. You know, him following Baz, the pursuit, the pace, absolutely stunning. So what I'm going to do is show you some other bikes on that day. So I couldn't show you all the bikes during lunchtime, but I really want to feature every single person who was there that day, especially, you know, because this is the Trackday Advice UK group, and I really want to feature everyone. So here's a bit of music and also a bit of footage from the scrutineering bay, inside the scrutineering bay. You know, so this is basically a Cadwell Park tour, this video. So I thought I'll show you everything. So here's the footage with the music, and you'll come back and we'll watch the last session of the day. Okay, welcome back, guys. Hope you liked that one, and I really hope I included everyone in the video. So time is now to show you the last session of the day. I mean, I wasn't doing blistering laps, and also I don't know if I can show you. I'll probably put it on the video. The GPS was absolutely corrupt. I mean, I rely on GoPro GPS to do all my lap timings. Once I come back home, if you've been following me, you know what I do. So unfortunately, if I show you on the screen now, the GoPro GPS was all over the place, so I couldn't really use that. But luckily, because it was an overcast day, you could actually see what was happening on the dash. And to my surprise, the lap times on the dash were actually accurate, you know, and for the first time, the I2M dash was working, even though every time I would go out, I would tell the I2M to learn the track. So I did not have any sector times, but I had the lap times, which I was quite happy about. So here's the last session of the day. I did a 1:44, I think. I mean, my rear tire at the end of the day was completely bald. Those on the slicks, you get those dots. None of them were left. I mean, I was using this tire at the 5-hour endurance race at Donington Park, and I didn't change it. It only had 3 sessions left, and that's all I did, 3 sessions. And at the end of the 3 sessions, it was completely bald. Anyways, here's 2-3 laps of the last session, and we'll come back and I'll show you some interesting footage. Welcome back, guys. So no blistering fast laps there, 1:44. And to be honest, in 4 days' time, I had my Croft race after that track day, which has already happened. So if you guys have never been to the Croft circuit, it is a stunning circuit up north. Really nice circuit. So I had 4 days between that cold 9-degree Cadwell day and my race at Croft. I wasn't going to take any undue risk to beat the 1:41 or anything like that. I was pretty happy with the day, and mostly I was really happy with Paul Denton, who was the photographer. And Paul is also one of the admins in the Trackday Advice UK Facebook group. And Paul took one of the best photos I've ever seen. I'll show some photos on the screen now. Best photos I've ever had at Cadwell Park. And last year I thought to myself, I'm going to get both my wheels up in the air, and I did that by probably about an inch, but it was amazing. So Paul, massive thank you to you if you're watching the video. He took some amazing pictures of everyone, and they were all free. This is such an amazing track day. I think for about 136 odd pounds, you had a free breakfast, you had free free photos for about, normally you would pay about £50 for such quality photos, and there was like 2-3 photographers there, and it was just absolutely amazing. Brilliant price, brilliant day. Paul was amazing. Baz, everyone who I met that day was amazing. Also, I really want to throw a massive thank you to a little kid called Jasper. Now, Jasper is, I was told by his dad, who was there at the track day. I showed him earlier in the video. Jasper is someone who watches my videos relentlessly, and he's a little kid, I think 5-6-year-old kid, and he's pretty quick on his own bike. I think I can find some footage and show you. His dad sent me some footage, and what a kid. Jasper, if you're watching this video, mate, keep doing what you're doing with your sister. Your sister's looking fast as well. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. You're doing fantastic, and hope to see you one day on the track. I'll probably still be doing track days, when you're 13, 14, 15 with an ACU license. So, kudos to you, Jasper. Everybody else, thank you for watching this video. There was one reason I didn't tell you why I didn't record all this footage, which I'm doing now at the circuit after the track day. I unfortunately broke my rear windscreen. I closed it, and part of my folding table was sticking out. Stupid me. Absolutely stupid me. And that just made a hole in the windscreen, and the whole windscreen cracked into a million pieces. Luckily, because it was tinted, that tint held the windscreen. But massive thank you to AS Racing, who was there. Craig Thompson, he gave me duct tape and a big bin bag which I could put. But I was so upset. Windscreen is sorted now, the rear windscreen, but I was really upset. That's why I didn't record anything. But everyone had left, and I was with a dustpan and brush. I picked up every single glass piece from that windscreen because I didn't want to have the evening session. People were going to be there, and I didn't want anyone to have a puncture, and then I'd be really cussing myself. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I know it was super long. It was like a proper Cadwell tour, but thank you for watching. Look after yourself. Take care.
Mm-hmm.